A quick word about this just released ESPN list of the top 100 NFL players. This list, to differentiate from the NFL's top 100 list as voted upon by the players, is done by ESPN's experts, insiders. And its point is it's projecting who will be the best 100 players from 100 down to 1 in this coming season's National Football League. Okay, got it. Now to my pet peeve. It's a quarterback's game. Quarterback is by far the most valuable position, obviously, in the sport of football. So it's just hard for me to justify you're making a top 100 list and ranking so many players ahead of so many quarterbacks. So many players at other positions not nearly as impactful as quarterback. So, for example, right away, I see CJ Stroud is ranked 90th on this list, on the ESPN list, 90th. He obviously plays quarterback for the Houston Texans. All the way down at 12th on the list is the Eagles' right tackle, not left tackle, but the right tackle, Lane Johnson, who's very good. Best right tackle in football, give you that. Some make the case he's the best any tackle in football, including the blind side for most of the right-handed quarterbacks, the left tackle, the blind side protector. But let me ask you, if you suddenly said that CJ Stroud and Lane Johnson, by the way, he's 35 years of age, but if you took CJ and Lane and you just said, oh, we're just going to put them out on the market and anybody can have them for free. Let's just say that hypothetically. How many teams would take Lane Johnson over CJ Stroud if they had the choice? Obviously, some teams with a top 10 quarterback would say, well, we got our quarterback, we'll take Lane Johnson. But any team with any question about their quarterback, young or old, they're just going to jump all over CJ Stroud as opposed to Lane Johnson. That's my point. Lane Johnson is 12th on this list? No, he's not. He's just not. CJ Stroud is 90th? No, he's not. Stop it. Jordan Love is 87th? No, he's not. Stop it. My guy Dak came in 78th. You know, in the regular season, Dak can be a top 20 quarterback. If you want to throw in the postseason, I'll give you 78. Tyler Smith is 77. You know, right here, right now, I think Tyler Smith will have a better year than Lane Johnson, who's 12th on the list, and Tyler is 77th. That's how good Tyler Smith is. He's a guard versus a tackle, but still. And just a quick point of order. I said going into the Brock Bowers draft that Brock Bowers would become the best pass catcher, regardless of position, the best receiver in the draft. I don't care what you want to call him, tight end, hybrid, whatever you want to call Brock Bowers. He's just better than any receiver in the draft, including all the wide receivers in his draft. He already ranks 20th on this list. That is a tribute to Brock Bowers, and that's the kid I saw at Georgia. That's why I said what I said. Then, just for the record, other Cowboys, CD's at 19. Okay. I just think he's the best receiver in football, the most productive, the most versatile, whatever. 19th, I'll take it. And then Micah Parsons is ranked all the way up, I should say, at 9th. So Micah is a top 10 player in this projection. And I sure hope they're right about that he will play like a top 10 player. because others in the top 10 will go down to quarterbacks. Lamar is 4th. And then Myles Garrett checks in at 3. Wow, Myles Garrett at 3. Let's see, he makes $124 million total guaranteed dollars, and Jerry Jones offered Micah Parsons, let's just guesstimate, $190 million guaranteed, 190 to 124. Myles Garrett is 3rd on this list. Micah is 9th. To me, that's too high for Micah, but I hope he lives up to it. Then Josh Allen is 2nd, obviously the reigning MVP, which brings me to Patrick Mahomes, who is ranked 1st again. Another list with Patrick Mahomes as the best player in pro football, this one projecting him to be. And I keep saying, another pet peeve of mine, how? Look hard at Patrick Mahomes' last 2 regular seasons. Just look hard. He ranked 8th in QBR and then 8th in QBR. And all of his numbers were down from season to season, from 2 seasons ago to 1 season ago. Down. Everybody says, well, he didn't have the protection. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have receivers. And now Travis Kelce is saying, well, he's admitting that he did get a little distracted because of everything that swirled around his relationship with Taylor Swift and all of his new media endeavors, even movie endeavors, podcast endeavors. So you can say, well, Patrick didn't get all of Travis, and Travis is rededicated. He said, this is going to be the year. He's just on the downside. But still, Patrick Mahomes has tailed off because he's become a little bit of a caricature of himself, that because of Andy Reid's offense and Andy Reid's support, the green light is the greenest ever, and he can try to do things he shouldn't consistently try to do. He holds the ball. You think Shedeur holds the ball too long. Patrick holds the ball too long, trying to make the big throw, the big highlight play. He just hasn't been that good. And he hasn't been that great in his Super Bowls either, because the first one, I'll just quickly reiterate, they're down 20-10. He throws a pick late 3rd quarter, still down 20-10, pick early in the 4th quarter, only because Jimmy G just completely unraveled in the 4th quarter. Was Patrick able to survive the first Super Bowl and win it and be the MVP? Second Super Bowl, he was awful against Tom Brady. Third Super Bowl, he threw for a grand total of 182 yards against Jalen Hurts. And if Jalen hadn't made one unforced error, he just lost the ball and it got returned. The Eagles win that Super Bowl. He played one great Super Bowl, the overtime against San Francisco, but then last year again against Philadelphia, Patrick Mahomes was awful. But you're projecting he's going to be the best quarterback in the league this year. I don't see it, and I'm not afraid to say it. And I've been saying it about Patrick Mahomes, overhyped and overrated, but he continues to have that image and aura of, oh, well, it's Patrick Mahomes. It's his league. He's it. Is he really it? Again, I'm glad that a quarterback is ranked number 1, but I don't see it.